Alright, we got our rock installed. So now we're laying out our walls. And as you see, most applications, your drain's not going to be perfectly level. And we screw our drain down, so everywhere you want to have at least 3/4 of an inch to an inch of mud. So we can't go much lower than that because we have a hump over here. So if we work off of that drain, that's going to give us a good inch of mud over here. So what I did is I took over here, I took my level and my towel and I hold it off of my drain. And I got my level with that towel right there on this mark. That's perfectly level with my drain. So I know once we get our mud, we're going to be coming up about 3/4 of an inch on this outside. So that means we'll have a cut to our floor. And the reason we're doing it this way was because until we get in here with our mud, because this floor is so jacked up, if you have a perfectly flat floor and a perfectly level drain, then you can go ahead and get your mark and you can put this tile higher than your drain, and that's where you can start, and then that will be your point to screed to this drain. But this floor is so jacked up, we want to go ahead and start getting our walls done. So at this point, we're gonna plan on cutting our tile to our floor. That way we don't have to sit here and work on this all afternoon, morning, trying to figure out exactly where we're going to start. So we're going to get our walls, we're just going to plan on, we know we're going to start with that tile level with our drain, but we're going to be higher than that. So we'll be cutting off a 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch of this tile to our floor, which is fine. And so we got our mark here. I've measured from here to the ceiling, and we have 77.5 inches if we measure from the ceiling. And which the ceiling's not perfectly flat neither, so we can't start with a full tile at the ceiling. So we got 77.5. So now we're going to go out here and we have our tile laid out on the floor, and we're going to show what kind of cut we're going to have at our ceiling. We're using a white 6x6, and then we have a brown. You might not see it too well on this cardboard, but we have a brown tile that's going to be our shower floor, and they want one stripe in the wall for a feature stripe. So this is not necessarily exactly where it's going to go, but we would know we have to have it in our layout for our layout. So if we figure our 77.5 will be right here. So we're going to have a 3/4 piece of tile. We'll be cutting off about 1.5 inches at our ceiling in some places. Some places we'll be cutting off only 1 inch. Some places it's because the ceiling's real bad. This is an apartment complex and nothing's perfectly level, square, or anything in here. Our ceiling's out pretty bad. So at this point, like I say, the floor's bad, the ceiling's bad, everything's bad. So we're going to plan on a cut and a cut. Normally, like I say, if you have a perfectly level shower, you can start your tile higher than your drain, run it all the way around level, all the way up, and then you go from your tile to your drain for your drain. But at this point, everything's so jacked up, we're gonna opt to have a cut top and bottom. You done?